What is so attractive about getting the newest phone, the newest shoe, the newest bag, the newest house, the most expensive house? And that is power. We love power. And in Robert Greene's book, 40 Laws of Power, which was published in 2000, he goes on the importance of power and how it plays a role in our everyday lives. We can use these powers to use it or even defend against it. Now, there's 48 laws. I'm only going to go over 3. And the first one's law number 4, which is always say less than necessary. When we say things, we always have the potential of saying something foolish. And not only saying something foolish, we become more common. We lose respect amongst the people that are around our circle. And in Ryhilev's case in 1985, who was condemned to die by the new Tsar, he lived because the noose was too loose. However, because he mocked the Tsar in Russia, saying that they can't do anything right, not even a noose, he shortly died after. Now, nextly, law number 16, which is use absence as to gain respect and honor. Quickly in interpretation, there was a man named Deioces who grew very fond of the land Medea, who grew independent of Assyrian rule in the 8th century BC. He was incorruptible, unshakable, and always resolved conflicts with no violence. People loved this. However, he was tired of being a scapegoat, and so he left. And after he left, the people were ruined. There was civil unrest. And the leaders of Medea asked him to come back, crowning him king. And that's because he left. When he left, the leaders saw his importance amongst them. So much so that they made him leader. Now, law number 25, recreate yourself. Quickly, an interpretation of this. There was a woman by the name of Aurore Dupin-Duffenvent who left her husband to go to Paris to make a living of writing. However, women in Paris couldn't make a living of writing. They made a living of prostitution. That was the way of the world, really, for women. But however, men could make a living off writing. However, she wasn't a man. So what she did was she wrote her newest book called Indiana, which she posed as a man. What does posing mean? She dressed like a man. She drank as much as a man. She spoke like a man. She smoked cigars. And the people were growing very fond of this male-female archetype, even including the world of men, in which improved their affairs amongst the men, including very famous writers. In private, she was Aurore, but in public, she was her alter ego, George Sand, the male-female archetype. Now, with just these 3 laws covered out of the 48, you can get a sense that power is a very complicated context and that it's not so easily obtained because there's so many things to think about. It's a thinking game. It's a chess game. And so the next time we go out and we want to buy that new phone, that new shoe, just know that it's the power within us and not the power outside of us.